Hey guys, my name is Beckett. So Riot finally spoke up about Valorant, so we're going to be covering the Hitscan interview that they did with Morello, as well as the Twitch stream that Morello did. And right off the bat, it seems like Morello has really no clue or no real answer. During this interview that he did with Hitscan, there was really no substance at all. From what I saw and what he was saying, it just seems like there's no planning in the game at all. They're expecting to add new heroes, controllers, so there's going to have 5 smokes and they don't know what to do. Now every controller has to have a smoke, and his opinion was we'd rather not nerf anything, just wait for the problem to come up. Honestly, that is the dumbest shit I ever heard, and the reason we're in this predicament. The whole time Hitscan was just softballing questions, and honestly, I just hate channels who do this. They're like the CNN or the Fox, of the gaming world. They're too afraid to ask real questions just so, oh, maybe I'll get another interview. They really need to be asking what the player base is dealing with right now. And that's really all I have to say. He mentioned stuff about Sage, nerfs, but they really didn't get into the things that are a plaguing issue in the game. So let's step into the Morello stream. So right off the bat, Morello had really no idea when patches were coming or even the next patch is coming. And what he said, well, let's just play the clip of what he said.
I'm not sure. I can't really talk about release cadence yet. As we get a few more patches out there, we do want to update the game regularly. Regularly, though, I don't think we're 100% ready to talk about yet. And not for any shady reasons, we don't have a plan or don't know what we want to do. It's more like...
So when someone says something like that, I'm not shady, they're shady as fuck. It's like when someone says, no disrespect, they're about to say the most disrespectful shit to your face that you ever heard. Now, regarding future updates, I'm going to be quoting Morello right now. He says that they'd rather be vague, i.e. no transparency at all. Basically, things are a little messed up with the game and they don't want to say anything. They're just going to keep their heads in the sand. When asked about MMR, they claim that it was reset in 1.0, and then he goes on kind of to blame bad players and new players for the MMR system, but if new players and bad players were still getting matched with people who were going 40 and 5 consistently, is there MMR in place or at all, or are they just trying to get people in matches so there's less complaints? Now, the troubling thing, anyone who paid for beta skins, basically they said they're not coming back. Some of them are, some of them aren't, which is kind of corporate talks. Sorry if you paid for it, doubt you'll get it back, which means they'll probably just change it a little bit and charge us $70 again. Now I gotta give props to Angry Joe because he actually brought it up. He's actually one of the first big YouTuber streamers who brought up the monetization, and you gotta give props to someone when they do it. I'm glad people are starting to speak up and it's starting to get a little more traction. Now we actually have an idea when Ranked is coming. I'm gonna put a tweet somewhere on the screen by a Riot employee Ziegler, and he said that it will be coming next week sometime, which I expect Tuesday because in the game world almost everything launches Tuesday. But the more and more I notice and play this game, the more the small problems become massive problems, and that they completely avoid the topic of hit registration. And if you just go on the Reddit, you'll just it's non-stop. I don't know how we can expect Rank to come out if they don't fix this. I hope there's a patch right the day of Rank so it will just address these issues. Now let's get into the Battle Pass. Morello claims he's too old to know about Battle Passes, like he's a boomer of gaming or something. Doesn't understand that. But in within 1 minute he contradicts himself and explains other Battle Pass systems in detail, as in Fortnite and PUBG. And so it's just crazy. Do you know about the Battle Pass or do you not? It just doesn't make sense. When Morello was asked about certain heroes being too strong, he actually has to ask chat, what do you even think's wrong with the heroes? He has no idea the issues with the heroes, but in his Hitscan interview, he's full of what's going on. He kind of has this tendency to play dumb, which is kind of becoming an old shtick. So do you know your game or not? Did you guys even play test it, or did you just pay these streamers to tell the community what they want to hear? The only thing that he slightly did admit was Reyna's Leer, that it might be too strong. I think the fact that it can go through walls, it doesn't flash other players, and that it takes about 2 to 3 Vandal shots to take it down. I think it should just take one shot, because by two shots you don't have time to do anything. You're already dead. And I think the healing is honestly a little too strong for her, because you can start chaining kills and doing things with her that you can't do with any other hero at this time and point. Maybe Sage, but not really. The fact is, like, I think her healing needs to be toned down, either like cut it or healing by 25, or the hot that she receives, just slow it down, you know, just a little bit, so she's not like up the top and she can push another player. If she has full shields, her overhealing, and full health, I mean, she can be up, what, like 200 health. I think that's a little out of control. There is one thing that I can agree with Morello, and it's his opinion on personal rating being in the game. I don't think it has any place in a team game at all. What's the point if you go 30-5 and lose little ranking if you still lose? Are you really willing to make a sacrifice if you think the bomb might go off or you're not going to be able to get there in time? No, you're not, because you're going to be thinking of your personal rank. You're going to be worried about your KD. You'd be like, no, I'm not going to try it. I'd rather lose and just lose little points. No. You're not going to make these huge sacrifices, like I said. So I just don't think it belongs anywhere. And I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for that statement, but that's just how I feel. So do whatever you want with it. All in all, he avoided every serious question that needed to be answered, and it was very disappointing because this game has so much potential. I hope they just are not blinded by greed, which they probably will be, but I want this game to be good. But right now, I just don't have that much energy to even log on and play with certain issues, whether it's small bugs, big bugs. These small things balloon into huge, massive problems. And I'll say this again and again, like, they need to be addressed, and you guys need to talk to us. Just put a post on Twitter. Look at Bungie, look at Activision. I know they're casual shooters, but at least if there's a problem with the game, you know, they tweet out right away, oh, we're aware of this problem, we're working on it. That does so much for the community. I cannot stress that enough. Communication is probably the most important thing a developer can do for their player base. If I could say anything to developers, it would be, don't do what games like PUBG did. Although PUBG was a mess when it came out, the problem was they never reinvested into their game. They were more worried about battle passes and these stupid systems that never really worked. And then when competition came along, every other game has done what PUBG does, but better, and improved on it. And PUBG just never improved on their own thing. They never innovated. So I hope Valorant doesn't make that mistake. I want this to be a great game. I want to love this game. I want to play this every day. When it's fun, it's fun. And when it's bad, it's bad. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. If you like the content, hit a subscribe, hit a like, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.